FMBN has been saving lives since 1960. Welcome to FMBN podcast. My name is Olachi Anekwa. Do you need a life-saving mortgage plan? It is time to visit any FMBN branch next to you to enroll in an NHF scheme. That will give you the possibility of ensuring and benefiting from every FMBN services. Having said that, let's go on a quick break. When we get back, we'll continue with the show.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced *219#. *219# is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial *219#. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like *219*3# to retrieve your NHF number, *219*4*1# to check your last 5 transactions, and *219*4*2# to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. *219#. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
Okay, let's move to the housing fast. Can a low-income earner get collateral for the loan? Let's hear the answer.
The only collateral is the property to secure the loan for. No other collateral is needed for the loan.
Welcome back. This program is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. One cannot talk about housing in Nigeria, its challenges and possibilities, without mentioning or seeing FMBN at the fore. There have been lots of efforts put to mitigate the housing deficit in Nigeria. In an interview with the Group Head, Strategy and Performance Management, Mr. Oladapo Fakeye, with our correspondent, Austin Bitresunum, he shed light on the 2024 strategy of solving housing needs. Let's take a look at it.
Our mandate is the whole of Nigeria. So we operate to provide housing in every part of the country, but we must also be sensitive to the aspect of where the demand is. So in a Lagos state or in a Lagos city, for example, there will be much more demand for housing than probably in the village anywhere else in the country. Yes, for anybody who is a Nigerian, who is resident in a village, so-called village as we call it, and who requires housing as a contributor to National Assistance Scheme, you can approach the bank, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, and get a facility that meets your need. So it could be for construction, or it could be for renovation, for instance. So it is open to all Nigerians, whether you reside in the village or whether you reside in the township.
Are there stronghold for the Federal Mortgage Bank? Do you have stronghold cities?
With every city in Nigeria, every state in Nigeria is a stronghold. It's a stronghold for us.
Okay, let me see.
We operate everywhere.
All right, thank you so much.
And we offer the same level of services everywhere.
Transparency.
Exactly. So the same kind of service we offer in Abuja or FCT, for instance, is the same level of service, is the same product, is the same level of assets that somebody in a Sokoto or a Bayelsa or in Nasarawa or your state would have access to.
Okay. Yeah. Let me still take you back to that meeting held in August. At the retreat, the chairman, board of directors, reviewed that as part of the FMBN strategy plan, the bank has concluded arrangements to expand the housing stock by financing a cumulative of 100,000 housing units and growing mortgages to 712 billion in 2024. How does the FMBN intend to achieve this and other aspirations of the strategic plan?
All right.
100,000 houses within 712 billion. So okay. How do you intend to achieve that plan?
Okay, so anybody will tell you in the country that we have probably an existing housing gap running probably to millions. So 100,000 is still a far cry from what we actually need. So it shows that we also want to improve the level of housing delivery in the country, okay, by contributing the 100,000 within the time frame. Hopefully, we may even exceed that. But the strategy to achieve that is essentially to work with partnerships with other groups. We have real estate developers all across the country whose business is to build houses for people to buy. So we improve our level of funding. As I said, we intervene in the supply side of the market. So part of the strategy is to say how we can improve the level of financial intervention into the housing supply side of the market so that we have more houses being constructed. And of course, once those houses are being constructed, it translates into the demand side and fund also for Nigerians to own those houses. Part of that also is we are also leverage on the programs and the policies of the federal government and of the state government as well. So the federal government has a housing plan for Nigerians, is operated by the ministry. There's also a program which is championed by the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, which is Cooperative Housing Initiative. FMBN is the major implementer under that program of cooperative housing, and we have been championing it. The level of the number of loans we have been giving out to cooperative societies has increased dramatically over the past 2 years in which the cooperative housing project has been working. So we leverage on that being a federal government policy. But of course, we also have states which have very ambitious housing programs and policies as well. So FMBN is there to key to those states that have such policies. If the states would provide the land, we are ready to finance the construction of houses on those lands. And one of the instrumentalities in which we have been doing it, and which we hope to improve upon, is our collaboration with the labor centers. I'm talking of the Nigerian Labor Congress, I'm talking of the Trade Union Congress, I'm talking of the Nigerian Employers Consultative Association, which represents all workers within the Nigerian environment. So we have a collaboration with the labor centers to deliver houses specifically meant for Nigerian workers. We call it the National Affordable Housing Workers Housing Scheme. So we have been working on that. We jointly write letters to all state governments to provide land for FMBN to provide construction finance for houses to be built for the workers within that state. And within the 2 years or so that we've done that, we delivered about 1,500 houses in about 6 states of in the 6 geopolitical spread across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Now, if we had more states granting us granting us land for the development, we will see that significant rise in how fast and how quickly we can deliver houses to meet that target as specified by the board chairman.
Okay, I know that there's a high demand of housing in Nigeria, but let me just ask this question: is it possible that the FMBN do have houses that are unoccupied right now as it is? Are there houses that are available unoccupied?
They are
owned by the
federal government.
Yes.
Yes, there are houses that have been constructed and we're waiting for the offtake process to be concluded.
Okay.
So houses are built and we have a number of them. So we are marketing those houses so that Nigerians who are interested will come and take up those houses. But of course, we know that's a huge demand within the country. Nigerians who are interested in owning FMBN houses can go online and see those houses that are available in areas in which they are interested in, and then they can.
So all this is online?
Yes, the information is provided online. So where we have houses available, it's provided online, and they can walk into any FMBN office across the country, in the state or a place where they are interested in owning those houses, and ask any of our officers around.
I'm interested to own a house. Some people might be saying that this thing looks it's kind of easier said than done. Right, but it's well. I know that the FMBN have been doing greatly, I mean, let me even tell you, at the top foundation, I'm interested. I need it.
So you're in the right place. The question to ask, hope you have started contributing to the National Housing Fund. That's the starting point.
Okay, that's it. I'm
Yes.
going to dive into that too.
Welcome back. This program is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Thank you, Mr. Austin Bitrus Simon. Let's quickly take a commercial break. When we'll come back, we'll present you with FMBN News of the Week.
Let's go. Huh? What is it again?
Oga, I dey drive this car, my mind no dey. My landlord is on my neck.
Your landlord again. I thought I have told you this before. Get a mortgage, register with NHF scheme, and get a home up front. What is so difficult about this?
Oga, I will do just that. See, I will shame that my landlord. Mortgage.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home.
What is the name of my grandson?
Suleiman.
That's a good name. May the Almighty preserve him.
Amin.
Now that your family is growing, this is the time for you to start thinking of a house of your own.
Abba, the thought of this has always been on my mind. To build a house now, you need a lot of money, and that is what is holding me back.
Sonny, what you need is a mortgage. NHF mortgage loan. With NHF mortgage loan, you own a house upfront and pay gradually over a long period of time.
Abba, I will go to the FMBN office right away.
Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
Welcome back. This program is proudly sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Now let's take the news for the week. And that's all we have for you on today's episode of FMBN Podcast. Please do well to join us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on 7TV Nigeria. You can also visit our website at www.7media.ng. Do well to visit us at www.fmbn.gov.ng for more inquiries. Till I come your way next week, my name is Olachi Anikwa. Have a blessed day.